Success was the mask he wore, but strength, that was something he was still trying to define. The story begins with Daniel, a man who, by all outward appearances, has it all. A high-ranking job in a corporate law firm, a large house, a beautiful family, and a reputation for being the one who always wins. People see him as the alpha, confident, dominant, the one others look to for answers. But Daniel knows the truth is more complicated. The image of control and success hides cracks that are beginning to widen. The story opens with Daniel's typical day, an early morning workout, a boardroom meeting where his opinions carry weight, and his phone buzzing constantly with demands from both work and home. His life runs like a perfectly tuned machine, but slowly signs of wear begin to show. He notices small things at first, forgotten tasks, impatience with colleagues, and fatigue that even his disciplined routine can't shake off. One day, a minor but unexpected loss at work, a case he should have easily won, throws him. It's not the setback itself, but how it makes him feel. For the first time, he questions his own ability to stay on top. It's like a hairline crack in an otherwise flawless mirror, the first signal that his perception of strength might be skewed. His growing discomfort is made worse when a colleague, Brian, who Daniel always saw as quiet and non-threatening, starts receiving praise from their boss. Brian's calm, humble leadership is the opposite of Daniel's aggressive approach, and it works. The shift unsettles Daniel. As the pressure mounts at work, the weight spills into his personal life. His relationship with his wife becomes strained, and his kids seem distant. Even though Daniel is doing everything right, nothing feels right anymore. It's as if he's running on a treadmill, constantly moving but getting nowhere. The analogy strikes him one night after a long, exhausting day. Being alpha is like trying to carry a mountain on your shoulders. The more you try to hold it, the more it crushes you, unless you learn to let some of it go. The turning point comes unexpectedly. Daniel receives a call that his father, who he hasn't spoken to in years, has passed away. His father was the original alpha, tough, controlling, and emotionally distant. Daniel had spent his life trying to outdo the man, determined to be better. The news hits him harder than he expects, not because of grief, but because he realizes how much of his life has been shaped by the need to prove his worth. This moment leads Daniel to a revelation. In chasing success and control, he has been living his father's life, not his own. Strength, he realizes, isn't about dominating others or always being in control. It's about understanding your limits, letting others in, and knowing when to ask for help. In the final act, Daniel makes a series of unexpected changes. He delegates more at work, giving others space to grow, and slowly his team's performance improves. At home, he begins repairing his relationship with his wife, not by fixing things, but by listening. He spends more time with his children, not as the distant, authoritative figure, but as a father willing to be vulnerable. The story ends with Daniel standing before a mountain, a real one, during a family vacation. He smiles, remembering his earlier analogy. This time, he doesn't feel the need to carry it. The story plays with the concept of what it truly means to be alpha. While Daniel starts as the stereotypical image of an alpha male, the twist comes when he learns that real strength doesn't come from proving dominance or winning battles, but from understanding oneself, letting go of the need for control, and finding balance. This journey of self-discovery is gradual, keeping readers engaged as they follow Daniel's internal struggle and the subtle but impactful twists in his life. Through this, the story encourages readers to rethink their definitions of strength and leadership, showing that vulnerability and self-awareness are not signs of weakness, but the truest marks of confidence.